And now the news in full. 2 persons have been reported dead after gunmen launched yet another attack in Ahiara community of Ahiazu in Bese, local government area of Imo State. A video circulating on social media from the incident shows a police officer and a civilian lying lifeless at the scene. A local in the community told newsmen that earlier on Monday, the gunmen attacked the police patrol team while they were buying fuel at a filling station in the local government, killing the DPO and some other officers in an attempt to enforce their usual Monday sit-at-home order. When contacted, the police public relations officer Henry Okoye said they were at the said local government with the Commissioner of Police CP Danjuma Aboki over the matter at the time of filing this report. He said the command is yet to get the full details of the incident, but will make them public once they gather enough information. Our reporter in Imo State, Ajibade Press, gives an update.
Yes, I will say, yes, it does and will, and will say to be relating to the sit-at-home enforcement, because for over some time now in the state, the session taken over Mondays in Imo State. In fact, economic activity on Mondays in Imo State is always crippled, and this is as a result of their constant warning to every Imolite to stay at home on a Monday like this. This has been on for over some time now, and CP Danjuma Aboki, upon its posting to Imo State, had launched a kind of a campaign to actually put a stop to that. It's been to several markets in the state. It's doing a local government tour around the state to various kings and as well as the local government chairman to see a way to actually stop that particular trend, because it's of course crippling economic activity in the state. On a day earlier on, from what I gathered from locals of Ahiara Junction, where that particular incident occurred, was that these policemen were actually on patrol, which is part of the promises CP Danjuma made, that there will be enough patrol on Mondays like this to ensure there is enough security around for people to come out and do their business, because the fear of the people is that whenever they come out to try to do their business, disobeying the sit-at-home order, they might be attacked. And as such, he has provided a security patrol team to go around ensuring they provide enough security. But unlucky of them today, they were attacked while they were trying to buy fuel at the filling station.
In another development, the corpse of a Fulani leader, Umar Ibrahim, who got missing on Wednesday, has been found in an abandoned well located at Jokun community in Mangudo town of local government area of Plateau State. The deceased was, prior to his death, the Chiroma of Kumbun district of Mangu local government area of the state. The spokesperson of the Operation Safe Haven, a security task force maintaining peace in the state, Captain Oya James, confirmed the incident. Ado Musa completes the story.
This is the well where the corpse of the Fulani leader was recovered and is being removed by members of the group who were accompanied by personnel of Operation Safe Haven. According to the leadership of Gan Allah Fulani Development Association of Nigeria, GAFDAN, the deceased had gone missing when he left a hospital on Wednesday to buy food for his sick wife, who was on admission but did not return until Sunday afternoon, when his body was recovered in the well. Garba Abdullahi, state chairman of the group, explains how the body of their leader was recovered.
Around 6 p.m. on Wednesday, 21st of November 2023, he went out to go and buy food for his patient, that is his wife. So from then, nobody saw him come back. From there, he got missing. So all efforts to locate his whereabouts proved abortive until yesterday. That was Sunday. So his corpse was recovered in one of the wells there, around the eastern part of Mangu Stadium. So some Fulani herders discovered that there was a corpse in that well when they are herding around that place. So they reported the case where to the leaders, Fulani leaders, who in turn reported to the security at the FOB of Operation Safe Haven in Mangu, who collectively, the security operatives, more especially of Operation Safe Haven, and the Fulani leaders now converged to the well. Then they saw the corpse, they brought out the corpse and discovered that it was the corpse, the body of that leader that we've been looking for who got missing.
The chairman, however, called on Fulani communities to remain calm and law-abiding.
So we are still calling on the security, since we still have confidence in them, that they should swing into action and unravel the perpetrators of this heinous act and bring them to book, as they did for that Ardo. So I'm calling on them to help do that.
The latest killing of the Chiroma is yet another setback to the continued effort by security agencies to restore peace within Mangu General Area, in view of the fact that the commander of Operation Safe Haven and GOC 3 Division has in recent time organized various peace meetings between Magavul and Fulani communities in the area. Ado Musa, Trust TV News, Jos.
Now, stakeholders have appealed to the senator representing Bauchi South Senatorial District, Shehu Buba Marwa, to use his office to ensure that a federal government deploys more security surveillance and personnel to tackle the spate of insecurity, especially kidnapping and armed robbery, that are bedeviling the southern part of the state. They made the plea during an interactive meeting on matters of human interest and development of the area. Trust TV's Adamu Imam sent in the report.
The stakeholders, who cut across different groups including youths and women, met with a view to providing solutions to the security challenges in the area. Security expert and lecturer Abubakar Tatari Ali Polytechnic Abdullahi Yelwa says it is time for the National Assembly to ensure a holistic approach to tackling insecurity throughout the country.
Need to also use his experience to see how he can bring, harmony about the principal actors from this state, to see how they can put their heads together. Because when you revamp the economic sector, when you empower the people, there will be more of job opportunities, there will be employment opportunities, and people will be gainfully employed, and the rate of involvement in criminality will naturally reduce, because part of the reason why people engage in criminality is poverty and lack of employment or lack of positive engagement.
Aminu Tukuru, a former state lawmaker in the zone, said the southern Bauchi has become an insecurity hotspot, with majority of people living in fear. He says proactive measures should be adopted in tackling the menace. Responding, the Bauchi South Senator Shehu Buba Umar told newsmen that the idea behind convening the interactive session is to afford stakeholders the opportunity to brainstorm on the insecurity in the area and the lack of development in order to find lasting solutions. He says the Red Chamber will do its part in the task of resolving the security challenges.
It's a strategy, and we are working in collaborations with the federal government to see we have tackled this insecurity, more especially in this our local government, to our local government, to our government, government, where this kidnapping is on the high. But as I can tell you, it's no excuse. I cannot come out to the public and disclose our strategy.
Some religious and traditional leaders offered special prayers for the zone to succeed in the fight against insecurity and poverty. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
In the meantime, women sympathetic to NNPP have staged a protest in Kano on Sunday evening to express their concerns over the recent controversy from the appeal court judgment. The women carrying placards chanting a support song for the state governor, Abba Yusuf, approached the state police command and submitted a letter containing their grievances on the aftermath of the appeal court judgment. One of the protesters, Rabi Hotoro, said the protest is to express their concerns over what transpired at the appeal court on Friday, November 17th. Although there was confusion when certified true copies of the appeal court judgment released set aside the judgment of Kano State Election Petition Tribunal, which sacked Governor Abba Yusuf and declared Nasuru Gawuna as validly elected governor. But the court asked parties to return the copies for correction. Now, Kano State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of 7 people in connection with illegal political protest across Kano metropolis. Addressing a news conference, CP Mohammed Gumel says the command has gathered intelligence that some people are trying to use the media in sending negative information against the police. The CP warned that command will not tolerate any protest from members of any political party in Kano.
There are additional revealing intelligence reports that these faceless opposition groups are planning to embark on mass protest designed to breach the peace and cause destruction of lives and property in the state. But the police and sister security agencies are on top of the situation. Currently, we have mapped our strategy on how to deal with any such plan for bringing restraints in the state. The police commando is by this press release warning anyone or person found engaging in activities that are capable of breaching the peace and the peaceful atmosphere that is being enjoyed in the state. Going forward, this category of people are advised to desist from doing so because the police will not hesitate to arrest and prosecute them.
And now on judiciary matters, the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja has nullified the election of the Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, Yusuf Liman, and ordered a rerun in 5 polling units. The State Assembly Election Petition Tribunal had on September 30th nullified the victory of Liman representing Makira State constituency and ordered a rerun in 42 polling units. This followed a petition filed before the tribunal by the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Solomon Katuka, challenging the election of Liman of the All Progressives Congress (APC). In his petition, the PDP candidate alleged that there were gross irregularities regarding the election of the Speaker, arguing that he actually won the March 18, 2023 House of Assembly election in Makira constituency and therefore ought to have been declared the winner. The appeal court in its judgment dismissed the appeal by the Speaker and INEC and ordered a rerun in 5 polling units instead of 42 that was ordered by the tribunal. As it stands now, APC has 17,470 votes and the PDP rolls 17,088 votes. The court ruled that the election of Liman was nullified on the 382 lead margin, which is less than the number of permanent voter cards collected in the affected polling units. And now in another development, due to the huge unemployment rate in the country, a large number of Nigerian graduates are taking on jobs such as commercial tricycle operation in order to earn a decent life. With the cost of purchasing a tricycle steadily increasing, many operators who cannot purchase their tricycles therefore engage in hire purchase or write and remit daily agreed amounts to those who have them. In this report, Noel Samson takes a look at a typical day in the life of a graduate KK operator and also speaks to their employers as well as sellers on issues in commercial tricycle operations. Report.
Shahaban Yeshu Ahmed, a graduate of community health from Rapid International Health Science School of Technology, DUSI, tells us the reason he ventured into commercial tricycle, popularly called KK riding business, after graduation and his plan for the future.
I selected this KK driving because it is my destination. Because I don't get anything to do then of this one. So that is why I prepared this KK for my work or for my business. My plan for the future, I want to further my education to go for BSc, for degree and masters. But now I don't get any access to go for BSc. That is why I'm planning to get some huge amount of money to go for to further my education.
The vice chairman of the KK and Pep Riders Association, Arab Junction branch in the Jabi axis of Abuja, Umar Ali, says there is a marked difference in the way graduate riders operate as compared to non-graduates.
Actually, the difference is very, very far, as in to understand. Majority, they don't even attend even primary school, talk less of school side and others. So, we are having challenge with them on that. Why? Because there's a far distance. Like you went to university, I'm just maybe secondary school level, there's a far distance in between.
With very few jobs available for millions of graduates being churned out of Nigerian universities every year, the need to survive leaves some of these riders with no option but to collect the tricycles at a very exorbitant rates, which the sellers justify.
It depends on the price that you buy the keke, because if you check the people who buy last year, the price of the hire purchase is not like now, like the people that used to hire it now. Because if you check like last year, the keke is around 850,000 to 950,000. So we used to give it for hire purchase around 1,350,000 or 1,400,000. Depends on how the buyer buy it that time, the range of the money. So now that things cost, fuel, diesel, and everything, to transport the keke from Lagos to Abuja, that increased the money of the keke too, because it's included inside. So that's what makes the hire purchase cost. Hire purchase is 2,900,000.
Meanwhile, many feel sorry for some of these graduates who end up with jobs like this. Others say it is better than resorting to crime, which has a negative impact on the nation. No, Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.
This is Trust TV News Update. Coming up ahead. Youths urged to explore agriculture to battle economic hardship. Details of that and more after the break. Stay with us.
That's right. You too could be one of the 20 Zenith Bank customers that will win 150,000 Naira every 2 weeks from June 1st, 2023 until May 31st, 2024 in the Zenith Better Life Promo 3. To qualify, simply open a Zenith Bank account. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/betterlife. Live the better life with Zenith Bank.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is the news update on Trust TV. And here is a recap of some of our top stories. 2 dead in IMO as gunmen engage police in shootout. And police arrest 7 suspects plotting violence in Kano. Now, to other stories. Religious leaders and worshippers in Yanagwa, the Bayelsa state capital, has called on the federal government to leap up to its obligation by making things easy for Christians to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. The call became necessary as a few weeks to Christmas, yet the price of commodities like rice, meat, beans, onion, tomatoes, and even the premium motor spirit, popularly known as fuel, which is said to be the major reason for the increase of commodities, are still high. Friday Peter has the details of this report.
Moses Etume and Pastor Taye Akpowo Mano call on Christians to reflect on God's goodness upon their lives. They, however, call on the federal government to regulate the price of commodities in order for Christians to celebrate the Christmas handsomely.
Everybody should have a sober reflection on what God has done for each and every one of us. Because it is only those who think that can thank God. When you think of what He has done for you, that is when you can be able to appreciate Him. While we are looking towards the celebration of the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ, which is a gift for humanity, for our salvation. Okay, one of the major things is that every government, they have policies. Most of the government, when they make policies, they don't follow up. If not, there are policies that regulate price of things. Let's say, for example, the price of fuel. It is government that regulates. So also, if government can also regulate the price of commodity, then we will be able to enjoy the Christmas very well. For who He is, and to appreciate God for what He has done for us, and to appreciate God for what He is about to do, because God is faithful. If we think of what God He has done for us, He needs to be appreciating.
Worshippers call on Christians to be contented and celebrate the Christmas within their means and not to allow the economic situation of the country compromise their faith.
We beg governor, presidents to just make things possible for us to celebrate the Christmas because of the price of things to cost, like rice, like groundnut oil, everything, and our salary. They reach us to buy anything. Then maybe they receive 50,000 as salary. The salary now we go for rice. Now wait till you go fit carry buy for your children. And so they beg, make them bring the things down. So we feel celebrate the Christian, we celebrate the Xmas. Advice to Christian in the world should know that anything you are celebrating, God first. Without God, you cannot celebrate the Xmas that is coming up.
We should not look at the economic of the country. Whatever God bless you with, be content with what God has given to you. Don't sell your body or don't compromise to the world because of the pleasure of the world, but rather honor God in everything.
In most festive season, a lot of young girls are indulged in immoral activities to meet up with the Christmas celebration. From Yenagoa, Friday, Idmobowi Peter. Frost TV News, Yenagoa.
Now, the growing trend among educated Benue youths in recent times is milling around politicians. According to agricultural experts, these youths are wasting their productive years in an unproductive ventures. Jimmy Azandi reports.
They said with the absence of adequate manufacturing outfits in the state, many youths of the graduate cadre have become a liability to themselves and to their benefactors. This trend is attributed to ignorance occasioned by orientation factors.
And the idle mind, the devil's workshop. So these guys, some of them are actually educated, but they don't have jobs. So they flock politicians, as a way of getting crumbs from the table to make ends meet. So I won't totally condemn it because I'll see them as the victims of the kind of society we have, the kind of government we have. So while I'm saying it's not the right way to self-develop, I'm looking at how do we create options.
The available option in Benue, they said, is to tap into the huge agricultural potentials of the state. The forebears of the state who earned had the food basket status, their opinion were farmers.
There's no business that can give you money like farming. Politics, it's a waste of time to myself. I believe in farming more than any other business because there is no business that will give you what farm will give you, as far as I'm concerned.
Because this is the time for farming, and we need the young people. In the farm, we need young people more than the way the politicians they need them. Because after politics, we have to eat. So we need to take them back to farm so that they'll be able to produce what even the politicians they will eat. If youth happens to know the value of farming, they will know that even the politician depends on this farming.
With the current economic climate in the country, the agricultural experts said the Benue land needs more tilling for business by the youth, irrespective of their educational qualifications. Engaging the land they submitted is the only way to break the ugly trend of milling around politicians for handouts. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
And now away from Nigeria, daily life resumed amid heavy security presence in Sierra Leone's capital, Freetown, on Monday, as the government partially lifted a curfew imposed after armed clashes erupted in the city. Early on Sunday, armed assailants stormed a military armory and several prisons, sparking battles with security forces that lasted for hours in the capital. Sierra Leone has been going through a political crisis following elections in June. On Monday, the government lifted the daytime curfew that it had imposed and urged people to resume their daily lives while remaining vigilant. It said a curfew will remain in place between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. In Freetown, some stores and banks opened and traffic had restarted on Monday, but schools remained shut. Checkpoints had been set up on the main roads where members of the security forces were searching vehicles. No death toll from the violence nor any information on those arrested has been officially released. Still on the foreign news, the Israeli government said on Monday that it had put Hamas on notice that an option for an extension of the truce in the Gaza Strip was open. Government spokesman Elion, who announced the move, Levy told reporters that the terms of the truce agreement pausing the fighting in the Gaza Strip say it can be extended beyond its initial 4-day term as long as 10 hostages are released for each extra day, with 3 times as many Palestinians freed in return. As such, another 50 hostages will imply a 5-day extension. Hamas has signaled its willingness to extend the truce, with a source telling AFP on Sunday that the group had informed mediators they were open to prolonging it by 2 to 4 days. The negotiations are being mediated by Qatar and Egypt. An Egyptian security source said on Monday that there was a disagreement between the two sides on the mechanism on the extension, with Hamas seeking a 4-day addition and Israel seeking a day-by-day extension. Israeli spokesman Levy added that the campaign to end Hamas will resume immediately with the end of the hostages release pause. And with that, we have come to the end of the Trust TV News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our media platforms and our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentary. I am Abdurrahman Omar. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.